Hi guys, I'm back. We're going to go ahead and do example 4. I'm skipping the exercise because I think you guys can try that on your own. Um, I would highly recommend that you guys go ahead and try that, and if you're having trouble with it, contact me and I can probably help you out. Okay, so example 4, rewrite the expression 6x plus 15 divided by 3 in standard form using the distributive property. So, let me zoom in a little bit for you here. We have 6x plus 15 times 1/3. Because remember, division is reverse multiplication, so it's the same thing as a fraction. So divided by 3 becomes 1/3. It becomes times 1/3. So we're changing to a times, but we're doing it by a fraction, and that is the same as doing a division problem. So 6x times 1/3 plus 15 times 1/3. What you do to one side of an equation, you must do to the other side. Okay. That ultimately becomes 2x plus 5. Those are your answers. So 15 times 1/3, that's 5. 6x times 1/3 is 2x. So you guys can use a calculator for this. You would divide 3 into 1, and that would give you a point number. So a number after a point. I don't have my calculator handy, but you guys can do that. And once you have that, you can punch that into a calculator. That's if you want to use a calculator, but I think you can do it without a calculator too. That's just to help you. How can we rewrite the expression so that the distributive property can be used? We can change from dividing by 3 to multiplying by 1/3, and that is what we did. All right, let's see what the next page has to say. So this is an exercise. I'm going to have you guys do that on your own. It's going to be based on what we just learned. Example 5, following the model the following exercise with the use of rectangular arrays and discuss. What is a verbal explanation of 4 times x plus y plus z? There are 4 groups. This is the explanation. There are 4 groups of the sum of x, y, and z. Now, I will give you guys a secret here that I know. If you see the word of, it means to multiply. If you see the word of in a sentence concerning a math problem, it means to multiply. So 4 times x plus y plus z is the same as 4 groups of x, y, and z. In expanded form, this is 4 times x is 4x. 4 times y is 4y. 4 times z is 4z. The expanded expression is 4x plus 4y plus 4z. Okay, let's move on. We're going kind of fast now. Your exercise is going to be on your own. Let's look at example 6. I'm going to zoom back out just a little bit so we can see the whole thing. All right. After reading the problem aloud with the class, use different lengths to represent s in order to come up with expressions with numerical values. A square fountain area with side length of s, feet, ft is always feet, is bordered by a single row of square tiles as shown. Express the total number of tiles needed in terms of s, 3, different ways. So, s feet by s feet could be 1 foot by 1 foot. It could be 4 feet by 4 feet. It could be 9 feet by 9 feet. This is a square, so there's square tiles. What if s equals 4? How many tiles would you need to border the fountain? By border, we mean go around. So that's the perimeter. So if they were 4 feet by 4 feet, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Correct? But maybe there's an easier way to do it. Since it's 4 by 4, length times width. Let's see what they say. See if I'm right. What if it equals 2? How many tiles would you need to border the fountain? Well, 2 times 2 is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 total. Because it's 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. We would need 12 tiles to border the fountain. 2 for each side, 1 for each corner. What pattern or generalization do you notice? There is 1 corner for each tile is a good response. Or there, for one tile for each corner is a good response. And 4 times the number of tiles fit 1 side length. So 2 times 2 is 4, right? So there. After using numerical values, create as many expressions as you can think of to find the total number of tiles in the border in terms of s. We can't share the expressions with the whole class unless you guys text each other. But I would like you to come up with as many expressions as you can and maybe share some with me if you get the chance. That's not really a graded part of your assignment, but if it helps you understand, go ahead and do it. And I can help you if you're having trouble. Which expressions would you use and why? Although all the expressions are equivalent, 4 times s plus 1 or 4s plus 4 is useful because it's the most simplified, concise form. It is standard form with all like terms collected. So we always combine like terms. They're using the term collected, but what that is combined like terms. And that is actually the way that I've always heard it talked about. That word means put together, if you don't know, combined. So when you add something together, you are combining them. Okay. These are some of the sample responses that they might have you come up with. You can pause the video if you're having trouble coming up with your own and take a look at them for some hints. So the closing, what were some of the methods used to write products as sums? We use the distributive property and rectangular arrays. Remember, the distributive property deals with how you can distribute your numbers. That's what distributed means. It means how you can change the position of your numbers and still get the same answer with addition and with multiplication. In terms of rectangular arrays and equivalent expressions, what does the product form represent? And what does the sum form represent? The total area represents the expression written in sum form. So remember, that's what you add. You add to get a sum. and the length and width represent expressions written in product form. Remember, the product is what you get when you multiply. Okay, your homework is to do the problem set to this lesson. It will be due Monday. I expect you guys to take a picture of it or text me or email me the responses that you come up with for each question. There will be one more lesson on Friday, and you'll also owe that on Monday because you have 2 days over the weekend that you can do your problem sets. I know it's a lot of homework, but you have time, and do your best, and we'll get through this. All right, hang in there, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye. What?